Welcome to Summarize Science. Today, we're looking at a fascinating new approach to understanding the complex progression of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's is notoriously difficult to treat, and one reason is that we don't fully understand the chain of cause and effect that happens as the disease unfolds. Most research methods look at a single snapshot in time, but Alzheimer's is a process that changes over many years. This is where a new paper comes in with a really clever idea. Instead of using a patient's actual age, the researchers developed a pseudotime for each person. Think of it like a biological clock for the disease itself, ordering patients from the earliest stages to the most advanced, regardless of how old they are. On page 3, you can see these charts where patients are plotted along this pseudotime axis. Notice how the healthy individuals, shown in blue, cluster at the beginning, while those with Alzheimer's, in red, are at the end. This new disease clock was dramatically better at predicting a patient's diagnosis than their chronological age was, achieving an accuracy score of 0.82 compared to just 0.59 for age. With this pseudotime established, the researchers could then ask a powerful question: how do different biological markers cause changes in each other as the disease progresses? Their model was able to rediscover known causal links, confirming that it was on the right track. For instance, it correctly identified pathways involving key Alzheimer's-related proteins like p-tau and NFL. But here's a really interesting part. They found that simply adding a little bit of common-sense background knowledge made the model much more accurate. On page 4, we can see the results of this in Table 2. They told the model basic facts, like age and genetics are causes, not effects, and that cognitive test scores are outcomes, not causes. This simple step, which ignores specific disease knowledge, dramatically improved the model's ability to map the correct causal network. The real breakthrough is seeing how these relationships change over the course of the disease. Take a look at the graphs on page 5. They show, for example, that the influence of the protein p-tau on another marker, NFL, is strongest early in the disease progression and then levels off. In contrast, the effect of aging on an inflammation marker seems to be constant throughout. This reveals that the what causes what in Alzheimer's isn't a static picture, it's a moving target. So, to recap the important points, researchers created a disease clock that is more accurate than chronological age for staging Alzheimer's. Using this clock, they mapped out how causal relationships between biomarkers evolve over time. And they showed that incorporating basic background knowledge massively improves the model's accuracy. So, what could this mean for the future? This framework could completely change how clinical trials are designed. Instead of grouping patients by age, they could be grouped by their biological disease stage, leading to more effective tests of new drugs. It could also pave the way for personalized medicine, where combination therapies are timed perfectly to a patient's specific point in their disease journey. This research provides a powerful new tool for untangling the complexities of Alzheimer's and brings us a step closer to finding effective treatments. That's all for this episode of Summarize Science. Thanks for watching.